Okay. Greetings, everyone. OBS was acting a little finicky, but now it seems fine. Don't know why. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's been a long week for various reasons I'm not going to go into right now. I'll probably dump it into a vlog or something later. Not the point. I'm here. I'm here with Mr. Cuts. How are you, Cuts?
I am awake, which is more than other times.
And you have food.
Haven't slept so well easily. Yeah, I've eaten that now. It's done.
Yeah.
Food is over. Food is being picked out of my teeth.
The food has been killed. Yeah. Oh, Dark Preacher recorded something with Sap today. That is awesome to hear. Rownick says, "Yay, it's Bigrum." Hi, Rownick. Dragon Racer's here. Wirewolf's here. Dark Preacher's here. Oh gosh, Kugas, and I do believe a whole bunch of other people. Hypebot's always here apparently. Dragon Racer and still more folks piling in. Well, I hope you're doing good. I am thinking about what tonight's project is going to be. We were going to do something on Tuesday, but Tuesday was, as Cuts put it, America Day. And
yeah, it was like, oh, well, on Tuesday. I arrive on Tuesday, look around, there's no one here. What's going on? Check the calendar. Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the things. I honestly was planning on live streaming, but I had some curveballs thrown my way and over the weekend, so that's fine, you know, but I had to adjust my schedule accordingly. Why the heck is my keyboard way up here? There we go. Cool. Okay. So we do have a project in mind, and I think Mr. Cuts is working on it some.
I kind of stopped because of the aforementioned issue.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. Chiseled dark oak. Well, I do believe this is the floor for the...
Yeah, I suspected it might be.
Okay.
We're going to need more vertical height than this anyway.
Well, let's go down some.
Yeah.
We'll just
Should I still continue hollowing out at this level?
Yeah, I say go ahead and just keep going. I basically... It is super dark, and I realize this. Give me just a second here, folks. Yeah, so I dug out this these lengths right here to give you an idea of what each... Yeah, you get the notion. So yeah, I think that's the floor of the Cluckies. The thing we're gonna have to do is drop the ceiling one notch and then just go down with the floor, like starting right about here, and then over here. Nope, come on. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. Those blocks aren't actually gone. Excuse me while I put them back. Yep, I know. Paul, follow the channel. Thank you very much, Paul. Okay. I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. In 1.10.2, you cannot break multiple blocks in a hurry. It does not like it. Okay. Maybe I can just do this. Fly and slow it down a little bit. Maybe that'll work. We'll see. Okay. That there. Put that up there. And I'm gonna... Werewolf says I recorded a thing today. No clue when it'll be out. Hard to stream over explosions. Well, problem number one. We have a lot of fireworks and, well, gunshots in Texas. Because Texans are crazy. And, yeah, it's one of those things I'm not proud about. But the noise, I do live in the suburbs. That's tons of houses, of course, spread out per standard, whatever. But it's also lots of little apartment complexes here, there, dotted throughout the neighborhoods. So there are points where it's just too loud.
The suburbs of, like, which city are you in? Sorry, I forgot again.
I'm in Houston.
Yeah, I'm like the suburbs for that place the size of like a small country? Because it's so spread out, low density.
Yeah, Houston is pretty absurd in terms of size. It's... There we go. It's not a practical city to live in. Let's say that. It's hard to live on a budget in Houston because it requires cars, plural. You cannot have one family car. Distances to go for jobs and groceries and stuff like this are just too cumbersome. You cannot cross the vast distances of this city with a bus system. We have bus systems that work in little areas, little networks, but the networks don't cross-connect. So, yes, there's a bus system way up in the north end of town in the Woodlands, but they don't. I cannot connect to that bus system from my bus system that works down here in Meyerland. Not a thing. Different suburbs of Houston. So, yeah. Speaking of explosions, I left a thing in the main train station, Star Clocks. It was for the 4th, but it can be used for any celebration now. Right. Preacher actually made a thing. I might go play with that before the stream's over. Oh, somebody. Hello, Shadow Wolf. What's going on? How are you? Yeah, so between that and numerous other issues.
This is a surface lake.
Yeah, that is. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. I think we built part of the yard over that. Yup. Okay. Well, hang on a second. Let's do this. Just gonna bottleneck all of this up because it looks ugly. Speaking of recording things, actually, I'm just going to do this. I have recorded the last episodes of a game I've been playing called Headlander. A real fun little game that I've enjoyed, but the difficulty kind of ramped up towards the end quite a bit. And it took me several goes to record the last 4 episodes before I finally got something that was usable. Okay, I think that's going to be good. But that should be going up over the next week. What'd you say?
This top level 3 layers are emptied.
Okay, so I figured step down and then actual floor, or are we going to need more?
Well, I mean, the wither itself has a minimum height of 3.
Right.
But it's going to need at least 4. And then you need the floor and the ceiling. And preferably, because of the explosions, it needs to be double thick, really, just to make sure.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and...
So that gives us, like, a minimum height of, like, 8. Really, including the walls.
I made a thing. I should probably put it to use. Hang on a second. Where is it? Measuring tape. Chisels and bits is nice for being able to actually, chisel blocks, but the measuring
horizontally,
tape...
we're going to need quite a few as well.
What do you mean horizontally?
Well, a horizontal space for the wood itself. Also, you got to be careful about where things are because the initial explosion when it goes off does damage through walls.
Right, but if we're going to have double thick, we could even do it...
But it's like, yeah, but I mean, like, it doesn't break the blocks, but it's still a sphere of damage in quite a wide radius, and we don't want to kill, like, animals or whatever.
There are no animals near here that we can kill. Beautiful Disaster
Cool.
is that way. All the chickens are way too high up, and the bees don't count.
Well, the chickens wouldn't be hurt anyway, because they're not even out in the world.
Correct. They're in nesting pens. So yeah, we don't have any animals to worry about. The only thing up there, straight up above here, is this is the Cluck Easy, and this isn't actually going to... We're going to have double layer of blocks over this anyway to block it. Plus, there's nothing in there that would be an entity to take damage. So, do we want to do... Let me think. Catch up. Thank you. And then let's see. We go 1, 2, 3. I need to get some torches up in here because it's abysmally dark for a live stream. And then... oh, suddenly we can see. Let me think.
I got my brightness turned right up when I was going through the caves looking for mob chunks anyway.
Shadow Wolf says, not too bad, had an idea for a mod, but do not have the knowledge to code. Welcome to my world, buddy. I wanted to make an alter to RNG that increased the chance of random things such as chickens breeding the egg you wanted. That sounds complicated. Because that means you would have to...
that sounds really, really hard.
Yeah, because you'd have to interact with the percentage chances of every mod out there that you want that mod to work with. So in order to make it useful, it would just have to be absurdly complicated and large. So yeah. Great idea.
Even interfering with that is hard.
Yeah. Yeah, you would be tapping into the inner workings of a lot of mods, and several mod authors might not be keen on that. Others might not care, but some mod authors might care. Okay.
Right, so what level down are we doing this to? So I can start clearing out faster because I've got a fluxed hammer.
Let's do... yeah, I've got a drill, and the drill is... I can make it faster if I want to do. The problem is the server won't keep up, so... we're gonna have to go down again. And if we do it here, that's 7, which means we need to go down one more. Probably a couple more. Let me just knock this out a bit. Okay. It's going to have to be a bare minimum of this. I think we should probably go a couple more. Like you said, bare minimum of 8. I think we should do 10.
Okay.
That's
like 2 layer wall, 2 layer wall, 3 for the height of the thing, 1 for some movement headroom.
Right, but I mean, my thing is, yeah, I don't know. Do you think 8 would be functional? Could we get away with 8?
If you want to do more, yeah, the more space we have between the top and the bottom, the better. But we also have to consider that we're at 63 down here. Level was it that it's down to?
60.
50 or 60? Okay. So we do have some more. And you've got to consider also that if we take it down, we can still sink it into the floor for the bottom. It doesn't. The floor doesn't need to be 2 blocks up from the floor of the cabin.
It's true. So if we do 8, that's not actually including the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
That would have 2 block spaces on top, which is plenty of room.
This would... wait a minute. Is this right? Pardon me, folks, while we talk numbers. Yeah, okay, that's 8. So this would be the actual floor, and then the wither chamber would be... we can just kind of set it back against this far corner, right?
Yeah, sure.
Because, I mean, the wither doesn't really need a lot of room to move around, do they?
It just needs some headroom to make sure that it doesn't clip upwards through the floor.
Right, so we have a couple little openings that we can swing at it through.
Bad idea. There shouldn't be any openings that have a direct line of sight out.
Okay, we could do some staggered entry chambers. So you step in and...
that's easy enough. Yeah, you go around a little S-bend.
Yeah, exactly. You do an S-bend on the entrance, so we can kind of use that as a point where we can shuffle in and out so we don't get hit by blasts or whatever. At least not directly. Okay. Shadow Wolf says it was just an idea.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any direct line of sight just because the little skulls that fly out that are smaller than 1 block can fly out will break anything except for bedrock.
True. It's a good point. Yeah. Egg wash is good for breeding them. What? Breading them. Exactly. Yeah, Shadow Wolf, what you need to do is you need to get Hatchery, the Hatcheries mod, and use nesting pens. You make a 4x4 grid, flat, of nesting pens. Basically, what you do is I'll show you real quick. You do this, doesn't matter which direction they're facing, but these would be one kind of chicken and these would be another kind of chicken, and you checkerboard it. They do checks for breeding on timers. You can set them right there and just let it go. The larger the grid, the higher the possibility. So if I did, like if I did that, then this one in the middle is getting checked against like 4 times as much, basically. Because this one, this one, this one, and this one. It's getting checked against 4 times as much as the other ones. This one is getting checked 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Same for this one, same for this one, same for this one. These on the corners only get checked twice, but that's fine because the one in the middle makes up for it. This is what you do. You do a flat grid like this with the actual nesting pens, stick your chickens in them, and you will get tons of crossbreeding. It's real easy. Hey, Darian, what's going on? Fusion, a wither only really needs 4 tall space, and the 4th block can be 1x1s. My big thing is if you make the roof on a wither killing chamber too tall, they fly up, and if you don't have flight or you don't want to fly, it gets to be a pain in the butt to actually deal with.
Yeah, but they're high enough that you have to like make it 3 or 4 blocks too tall for it to start to be even slightly out of reach.
Right. I'm gonna do this one. But yeah, we are, in case you have not figured this out yet, we are building a wither killing chamber this evening. We're gonna have a place where we can do our own little wither spawns and whatnot. Because we're not growing nether stars, but we're growing wither skulls, right? Is that what it is?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, funny story. Okay, I have a buffer crate for all of the stuff that comes from the chickens before it gets put in storage, right? About a month ago, I forgot and I locked the drawers. So if something does not have a spot, it just sits in the buffer crate forever. And I checked the buffer crate today to see why I wasn't getting any terra steel, and there were 4 stacks of terra steel sitting in there, plus about 52 stacks of soul sand.
Right then.
Yeah, so
That would explain why we never had any still sand.
yeah, well, that's the thing. That whole crate clogged up, and all the other, the whole system basically backed up. So that might have even been, that stupidity might have even been a source of some of the lag on the server. I don't know.
Unlikely with no items out in the world.
Yeah, well, it's XNet, so I don't think it would stress it too much, but still.
I tell you, the flat transfer node on this box upstairs is not very fast compared to what I need. I've got it attached to my I've got a poor crate filling up with my stuff that I'm shoving into this this bag. It's very slow.
I've discovered that XNet is pretty slow also. Even when pulling full stacks, it's like doing it once a second, maybe? It's kind of hard to get really fast transfer rates out of it.
Isn't there literally like a rate set?
Yes, but you can only slow it down. Okay, station's about to put me to sleep. Let's go to... There we go. I'm falling. I'm picking up all of your crap.
Good. Throwing it at me for a change.
Yep. It's called payback. Aerodani Tribal is not with us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. He will be returning in coming weeks. He's got some real life stuff that he's going through. Not health things. There is a solution. Never fear. He will be here. Oop. Egg. Okay, I need to go dump a whole bunch of stuff now. What? Too low. By the way, some work, more work, I should say, has been done on the Cluck Easy. I'll probably show that off later tonight. I'm going to put that in there. Put that right there. The clay goes upstairs. Let's do that, that, and that. Okay. I want DQ chicken strips with white gravy to dip in. That's super random. Is SGDQ an okay topic in here? Yeah, it's speedruns, man. It should be fun. You know, whatever. DQ might not be a good topic like you guys are talking about because you can start making everybody hungry, but SGDQ, go nuts. I don't know if anybody's going to care. We're not really a speedrunning crowd. I'm
watching it all the time.
Are you?
I'm really sad that they don't have a task block this time around. I really like tool-assisted speedruns. They're great fun.
Huh, I did not realize you were into speedruns. That's cool.
I like watching them. I don't do them.
Yeah, I don't get the, I mean, I get the fascination, but I don't get the fascination with it. Like, I understand how somebody could be fascinated with seeing speedruns of specific games, but just sitting there and watching speedruns for the sake of the fact that they're speedruns.
I like seeing them break the games.
Yes, that's the part that would fascinate me more, but in general, I'm not the speedrun kind of person in that, you know, oh, such and such did Super Mario in 4.5 seconds.
Which is especially why I like the task block as well, because like the tool-assisted ones, they break them in extreme ways. I mean, the entire point of that is they record inputs so you can get frame perfect everything.
Right.
And it was stuff like having Pokemon through an arbitrary code execution glitch, and then a load of button presses being done by TaskBot, like dynamically with the program, displaying Twitch chat through Pokemon. So it was Pokemon plays Twitch rather than the other way around.
That's weird.
It's fantastic. That's the kind of crazy things they do, but they've not been around for the last 2, and I don't know why.
Code thing? I don't know. 3. Okay, so... I am... hollowing out the rest of this so we know where the other spaces will be. Block, yes, okay. Now... in theory, should be a powerhouse directly behind that, but I'm not sure if I want to test that theory. Find out. There's the one, this might be the one I haven't done yet. Oops. Let's see. I hear water. Birchwood planks. Yep, okay. Fair enough.
All right.
Okay. Is that gonna be the inset for the wither thing?
Yeah.
Okay, which means I need to get some more wood for the rest of this room to make it less ugly.
Well, I mean, it can be made wider, but it's like starting to be big. I mean, the actual internal space on that is not very large at all. It's only 5 by 5 because if the walls are too thick.
Right, but I mean, do we need any more space?
All right.
Not really.
Thanks for the follow, Darian. And somebody before that I missed. Dark oak. Let's go hit the sawmill. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we really need to make it any bigger, do we? Compactor.
I mean, besides putting in the bit for the actual floor.
Yeah.
Getting it out now.
Jeez, these machines are fast now. Woo. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. It gives me oak wood, no matter what I put into it, apparently. Let me go try some, the sawmill. Yep, gives me oak. That's buggy.
Yeah, that's broken.
Okay. Make ugly wood go away. Get this. Get another, nope, that's spruce. Dark oak. Birch wood. Let's just do kablam, kablam. I'm probably gonna need.
Yeah, that feels like one heck of an oversight. It's like, whoops, we just have the ore dicted log goes to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if we messed something up with our ore dictionary stuff or if that's just it, but that seems like a pretty massive oversight. Okay. I'm not gonna do the stairs yet. I'm gonna save those for last. There was some stuff like messing with brain age, literally drawing out a Kappa emote and getting a math question right.
Yes. Oh, those are great. The task ones are that, where they just draw kind of stuff which looks nothing like the answers, and they're all right answers. Like abusing it. It reminds me of another one, which wasn't a tool run, but it was of scribble notes, where they put in things which seemed really wrong, and they all end up right.
Berg says, yay, I sneezed like cottonseed balls. To which a whole bunch of people said ew and TMI. But Berg says there's a reference for that in VC3. What are you talking about? I made VC3. I don't know what Berg's talking about. Let's get the swapping one. Okay. Birchwood plank. I'm actually gonna do that key. Yep, that key. And then doot. I said doot. Doot, damn you. Have we made the blocks yet for things?
Nope. Thankfully, it only needs soulstone, which is alright.
Oops. Actually, here we go. Awesome. I'm gonna put that there so the kind folks at home can follow along. Okay. Think. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Rorax put out a new version of her Modpack, which is super awesome. Very cool. Now that stuff is starting to solidify with 112, I'm starting to look at that. And thinking about my next project.
I'm just like, oh no, I've still got so much to do before I'm going to be PG.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need HEG for my 112 project. Get on it. I'm kidding, of course. I'm not that mean. I do want it for 112, but let's do that, and then just oh crap! That was a mistake. Do I actually need this wall here? Don't think need the bump out. Not even close. I did need that wall. Crap. Okay. I'm gonna do that and yay, that's even. Okay. Whatever. Yay. I missed something. Hello, Mythical Vale. What's going on? Sorry, I missed your comment there. TE is out for 112, yes. And there's a new thermal mod that's being added to the pantheon of mods. Supposedly. Episode 13 on my channel. I forget which one when he toured my base. Oh, okay. Oh, reference to the light balls. Yeah, the light balls. They look like cotton balls. Forgot about that. Sorry, I only speak redneck and banhammer. Okay, no clue what's going on there. Let's get back to work. I'm actually gonna do something weird there. And then I'm going to outline this here. Do that. Am I what? Oh, I did this before. Okay, there's some key that I'm hitting where suddenly I have to hold the block I'm swapping in my offhand with the swapping wands. And I don't know what it is. You need to hold the... Yeah, see? It suddenly does this, and I don't know why. And see, suddenly it works. I don't know what key that is. I accidentally did it a couple of days ago when I was on the server, and I would love to know. Okay, so now let's do more of that wood. Okay, there's one wall. Do this. Okay. Tech Fusion says I don't really like them much. Yeah. Mr. Cuts isn't a fan of the visuals for those light balls either, but it's the light wand we have on this server, and nobody's given a better graphic to make Jitty yet, so. F key is the hotkey you can use to switch the item in your offhand. Yeah, I know that, but there's some key I'm hitting where it changes the mode for the wand, where it suddenly needs to have the blocks you're working with in your offhand. And it's really weird. I don't know. Because I mean, if you look, it's not using that block. I still have 64 in my offhand. I need to have just basically one copy of what I want to put down, and it doesn't always do it. Really bizarre. Switch between swapping with selected block? What? Oh, there we go. It's just right click in the air. Switch to swapping with block in offhand and selected block. Okay, thank God. I put that away now. Oh. It's right click in the air. Yeah, thank you. I never had to use that feature before. Okay. I'm thinking about... Oh, God, that's wrong. Nope. Just made it worse. Oh, no, actually, I wanted that one. I'm thinking... Go down here, grab that. For now, I'm gonna do... It's a really annoying feature. I don't like it. I want to do something to make that look better. I think one thing I'm gonna do is go get some glowstone from upstairs. Oh, another thing I need to do is come over here and recharge the wand. Okay. Go upstairs, get some glowstone. Maybe do something with all this smooth stone we have all of a sudden. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have cork in this pack. Dragon Racer's right. Okay, so let's get this. Bit weird, but we can go with that for now, which means I can break those things because they're in the way.
All right.
I have a possible problem.
What?
I don't think we have enough wither essence.
Enough wither essence?
You need 4 of them for every block. We've run out.
Didn't you put a space upgrade on this thing? There's also a whole stack of them sitting right there on the floor.
Yeah, I know, but that's actually you need.
Well, okay. Give me just a second.
The stacks were on the ground because I didn't have a full 4 stacks. My bag's full of stone for making the things.
Let's go over here. This stuff. Dang it. Here, Donnie. Pesky chicken. Let's put that in there. That in there. And we're gonna put those in there. Those. Go back downstairs. Yeah, there's no space upgrades on that. Okay. Let me go see if we have any down here real quick. Hold on. Get a whole bunch of wood. That back. Get this out. We're gonna do 4 of those. Whole bunch of oak. Actually, whole bunch of sticks. And we're gonna do those. I guess right on those proportions. I guess right on those proportions. Okay. Now, let me think. Emerald 13. Get a stack. Whatever. We have diamonds coming out of our ears now. Oh, right.
I think I'm going to need to make some glass for it, of the weatherproof glass, just for, like, putting in the ceiling to put lights behind.
Why?
So that there's actually light inside.
Light's overrated.
Wither will break everything.
If it's light, if it's dark inside, the wither will break everything?
No, the wither... I need to make some weatherproof glass to put lights behind, because there's no lights that won't be broken by the wither.
Oh. Okay.
But that's fine, it's just the same.
This is
just glass instead of soul glass.
This is all moot as we don't have essence.
It's slowly growing.
You're slowly growing.
Could take a load of the seeds and jam it into a reprocessor as well.
All right.
Those are pretty simple to make. You want to whip one out real quick? Okay. I'm coming back downstairs. Let me look at some of this goopy stone that we've got. What is tonight's project? Says night part. Yeah, we're making a wither fight room, basically.
I have so much soul stone for turning into the witherproof stone. It's just we don't have the essence yet.
Yeah. I make all kinds of incoherent ramblings, but you let me hang out anyway, says Pirate of Old. Oh, hey, Magic Dad. What's going on? Yeah, if you left click on the icon in the top right corner, it'll bring up a menu, and that's got all the settings menus and stuff where you can change your profile. Also, hi. So, yeah. I have, and it shows upload, but it's not accepting it. Yeah, they're picky about format, as in, I don't really think anybody knows what format they prefer for Mixer at any given point in time. I'm gonna get some of this, because they get a look neat.
All right.
Why do we have smooth stone here? Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Let's put that in there. Is that another thing? Or is this a thing where I have to go like this? I have to go like that. Right. Thank you for the follow, Magic Dad. Also, it looks like you have an icon now. Is the Cluckball Express running tonight? What are you talking about, Night Pirate? We're not working on the railroad tonight. It works. We finished it Thursday. Just followed on Mixer. Yeah. Thanks, Magic Dad. I appreciate it. JPEG's been the one that works for me. Yeah, I use JPEG for mine. I tried initially, though, and I used a PNG, and it didn't stick. Wouldn't take. So I converted it to JPEG, and it worked fine. Do what?
For what?
For my avatar icon on Mixer.
Mine's PNG.
Yeah, mine's PNG also, but I don't know if it had something to do with transparencies or what. I have no clue. So it didn't like mine initially. There's also the factor it could be just the servers are under load this evening. Don't know. Maybe that's why I was misbehaving. Kind of hard to tell. We are working on a Wither fight room this evening, and I think we've already run across a hurdle. Let's see. Let me get this. I like the contrast of that. I kind of do. But I really can't get over how speckledy this stone is. Maybe I can get rid of the speckledy by making it look more busy.
Oh, that stuff.
Yeah.
I've never liked it.
Neither have I, but we've got a crap ton of it, and I'm going to use it.
Granite
so.
works better, but as an accent than that does.
I'm going to do... Stuff's weird, but got it. I figure I might as well use it. Yeah, see, I think that looks pretty good, but I want to get something else and use it for the base. Around the base, I should say. Oh. And, flame, andesite, diorite. Where's the other stuff? I think that's out here. Also, it's raining. I should sleep. Okay. Let's go out here. And is it out? I thought it was in here. Nope. Okay, let's go back in here. Let's sort. Oh, there it is, right in front of my chubby little face. On this. Let's see how hideous this looks. That's not a lot darker. But in theory, it's a different color, so I at least know that. Yeah, it's a little darker. I think the glowstone on the corner here is weird. Yep, I'm going to redo this. Hang on. Let me go get those other ones I had real quick. I put them up when I shouldn't have. Where are my... Looking right back here. Nope, that's the wrong chest. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Let's redo this real quick. Because I think the glowstone going down the corners looks dorky. I don't like that. We're gonna shift right click. Do this, this, this. Make it darker. And then starting right about... I don't want to do this. Oh, I have a radical idea. Hang on. And then do something here. We're going to go up here and get this. And it's going to be...
This place continues to confuse me. I come down a ladder and it's like, well, okay, which side is it? No, no, no. There it is, finally.
I think you would have gotten used to it by now.
Oh, the symmetry does it in.
Oh, hey, Cuts, your movie comes out this weekend. Your movie.
Oh.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I realised just as you said.
Uh-huh. Spider-Man Homecoming comes out this weekend. I am totally going to be the first one in line to not go see it because I am broke. But that's fine. Creak. I love the creaking noise that the wood makes when you put it down. I think it's awesome. Great noise. Yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming comes out this weekend. It has been getting some pretty good reviews, which I find encouraging. Those colors probably don't go together. I don't care. I'm gonna stay with it for now. Spider Coats Homecoming.
All right.
Exactly. Thank you, Broody Carcass. Also, your name is weird. Kind of, Tech Fusion says, I kind of want to see it mostly because of the political subtext. You lost me, Tech Fusion. I'm still excited for the new Jackie Chan movie. That movie looks awesome, and it looks super dark. I want to say it's a big departure for Jackie Chan, but it's actually not. He's done dark serious stuff before, a lot. It just usually doesn't make it over here, so... Yeah, Magic Dad, do you know why? Magic Dad says, let me read this. The encouraging thing about Spider-Man Homecoming is that Uncle Ben is not going to be killed on screen again. Finally, a superhero movie where it's not an origin story all over again. Do you know why Uncle Ben does not get killed on screen? It's actually kind of hilarious. And there's a specific reason for it. It's not just because. Let's ditch all of that.
Oh god damn it! It's a sodium ingot block.
What is your
It all
problem?
down there, thinking it's all down. Nope. Next,
What?
the seed machine.
Oh yeah, you're making the seed reprocessor thing or whatever. Okay, I don't know what he's got planned for behind this thing, so I'm just gonna. Whoops. Probably just swap something I wasn't supposed to. Oh well. Yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming does not have Uncle Ben getting killed in it yet because that was part of the contract that Marvel Studios made with Sony when Sony got the IP rights to Spider-Man. It was stipulated in the contract that anytime they started up a new franchise with Spider-Man, i.e. them being Sony, anytime Sony started up a new franchise of movies with using the Spider-Man license, the Uncle Ben origin story had to be told. Had to, required by contract. If they violated that contract, the IP would get taken away from them. Yeah, Tech Fusion says all the previous Spider-Man movies were ones where Spidey was the lone hero and reluctant. That's why I watch it on Netflix. No, yeah, so he was dead by the time. Part of the reason is that he is, he was dead by the time Civil War rolled out. No, yes, in this particular instance, in this telling, he is. But they wrote it that way because Marvel doesn't have to tell the origin story. They are not bound by that contract because Marvel owns the IP. When you're licensing the IP, you have to go by the contract. The contract stipulated that Sony had to tell an origin story every time they started a new franchise. They started up with Tobey Maguire, and they killed Uncle Ben. When they redid it with... not Tom Holland, but the previous one. Can't remember his name. Andrew Garfield. When they redid it with Andrew Garfield, they had to kill Uncle Ben on screen again because that was part of the contract. Now that they have that contract, or they have that IP back home, and they're doing it because they're sharing it with Sony, they don't have to go by that contract because it's their own IP. So that's why. There's a specific reasoning behind that, that process where Ben always gets killed. There's a reason behind that actually happening that way all the time. So it was basically legal nonsense. Do I have? Yes, I do. Do that. Do that. Okay. I'm going to put a line of blocks here where I am hovering right at this eye level. So we can cover up the bottom of the Cluck Easy. So when you're sitting here and looking in, this glowstone block is going to be at ceiling height. It's not going to be one down. Hey, Aerodani, what's going on? How you feeling, man? Killing Box is made out of stuff called, let me go look. I forget what the actual name is. It's from Mystical Agriculture, and it's called Witherproof Block. This stuff's not real hard to make, is it, Cuts?
Nope.
Yeah. So it just uses some resources from Mystical Agriculture, not real difficult, and in general, not really oppressive. That. I'm gonna do up to where I stopped on the border because I'm not sure what Cutsy is gonna be doing.
Have another 48 blocks and we're out of essence again.
We do that. That. I think I'm probably gonna want to put one here and one here. And then let's just kind of one there. Just make the room slightly less oppressive. It's a remarkably vanilla room, but whatever. That's been my building style as of late.
Giant black box in the corner.
Yes, a boring vanilla room with a giant ominous black cube in the corner of it. I enjoyed Toby. I enjoyed the first Tobey Maguire movie, maybe the second one. The third, all copies should be rounded up and shot into the sun. And yeah, I think Tom Holland is probably the best iteration of Spider-Man because he's not a mopey young adult out of high school. Some of the best stories about Spider-Man were, you know, him being the teen that doesn't really know what to do in situations because he's in high school. He hasn't really experienced the world yet. And I kind of think that is the better. I'm covering up something the cut's probably needed, but whatever. He'll yell at me later. I think that Spider-Man in high school is a better way to start it off and develop the character into the young adult after high school. I don't think you should start after high school. The Wise Character YouTube channel did an episode that went around how Spider-Man was an allegory for American philosophy in the movies. Okay. Yeah, Air Donnie, we are actually doing a Wither Killing Chamber this evening. That is what you're missing. Ooh. Yes, happy Wither Killing Room. Exactly. We do miss you, Air Donnie. Hopefully you'll get your moving situation straightened out soon. Fingers crossed. Yeah, Darian, what are you talking about? I'm assuming there's some conversation between Magic Dad and Darian that I don't understand. Loved Toby 2 with Doc Ock. Yeah, I thought that was a good movie. I really did. I thought the sequence on the subway where he saves that runaway subway train and the people kind of pick him up and carry him, the citizens, I thought that was a pretty major, monumental scene. That being said, it is oppressively depressing. That movie is real downer. Because it is so, I'm a hero and I can't be in love with somebody, you know, I need to make sacrifices or they'll get hurt. That can get old very, very quickly. Oop. So yeah, I did like the second, first and second. I loved the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Thought it was pretty good. I thought it was great. Thought the second one was mostly great. There's a couple of sequences in it that were kind of dumb. The third was horrible. I'll be honest, I've not seen any of the Andrew Garfield ones. None. So I can't make a judgment call on if those are good or bad. The only thing I know is a lot of friends of mine went to see it that are normally comic book nerds, and they called them forgetful, which isn't a great verdict. Yep, more wood. Yes. Okay, now what I'm going to do... I'm going to do this. I'm about to run out of wood. Oop, more birch. Oh, I'm being silly Billy. Hang on a second. What concept? A building wand. And boop. Okay, uniform ceiling, uniform floor, nice even walls. Would you need to get the rest of the death box built? Oh.
We got wall-to-wall floors, ceiling-to-floor walls, full mod com.
Exactly. One of the mods that I miss, Carpenter's blocks, specifically because they had a door that you could right-click other blocks onto and make it look like that, and either make it look like a door or make it look like a hidden door, like a solid block, and you wouldn't know it was there until you right-clicked on it, and it would, open up. And I really liked those hidden doors because you could put stupid little things, like you could have a room that was, I don't know, some big room that had all your machines for immersive engineering in it, all the big multi-block stuff. And then off in the corner, you could hide a bathroom that didn't actually have any purpose. It was just one of those jokes about, look, we even have a bathroom. It's one of the dumb little things you could put in there. I always thought that was clever. What do I know? Do that. Nope. We are running out of space. Hello, Crate. You're getting repurposed for stone and cobble. Let's put the marble in there. Let's get all of this. Actually, no. Let's put the weird stuff in here. Oh, there's dirt in here. Oh my gosh. Get all this stuff. Put that down here. Okay, so these I can put in here now. All this dirt I can get. Put. Let's get these. I'm gonna put these back in here. There is cobble, cobble, cobble. Awesome. Okay. Boop. We go back up here. Yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on in the comic books that I don't really follow normally, but because once the MCU started, once they started, first Iron Man movie, okay, interesting, great, but that's not going to compel me to go read the comics. I'm still more of a movies person when it comes to superhero stuff. But then the second one comes out, and then suddenly there's Captain America, and they start talking in the Avengers and Thor and da-da-da. Suddenly you start paying more attention to what is going on in the comics because it doesn't necessarily, it's not that the movies shadow the comics. They intentionally don't. But it's more an issue of there are certain inspirations they will take from, like the whole Infinity Gauntlet thing is lifted. It's a story that's lifted from the comics, but they have drastically changed big chunks of it so that it's not the same experience all over again in movie form for comic book readers. It's different. But you can still take some hints from things. And, there's a distinct possibility that, Robert Downey Jr., who plays Tony Stark, might be retiring and soon because he's towards the end of his contracts. It might be after Avengers 4. He goes away, and Peter Parker gets ushered in as the replacement for Tony Stark or somebody else, like Riri Williams or whatever. So, yeah. Hey, Jonesman, what's going on? Yeah, Carpenter's Blocks was great mod. I love it. And no, it's not been updated to 110 or later that I know of. I haven't seen Wonder Woman yet. No, I was going to see Wonder Woman, missed it. I heard it was amazing. It's still in theaters. I might take the wife to go see that instead because it's cheaper, but you know, whatever. Want to see Wonder Woman and the Black Panther movie. Yeah, I think Black Panther's going to be amazing too.
I love seeing a thing where it said Wonder Woman set a terrible precedent. It's like, what? Why? Because of women being badass? No, because it sets a precedent that DC will have more good movies.
I kind of think it's funny that there's not a great track record in terms of lady directors being given the amount of leeway they should have to direct a movie.
Damn right.
And I think it is hilarious. What was her name? Patty Jenkins? Wonder Woman director?
I haven't actually seen the film yet.
Yeah, I think it's Patty Jenkins. Patty Jenkins basically stepped up, and they were desperate, kind of, because Superman versus Batman didn't do very well at all. Superman didn't do well. Everybody's worried about the Batman movie being super dark, dour, and just, depressing. So they were like, please, we need... Oh, and Suicide Squad bombed, basically. It didn't bomb, but it did not do very well. And they said, they basically stepped back. They said, do what you need to do. We really need a hit, and she knocked it out of the frickin' park. So, I really do think that they should get more lady directors in roles of any kind, much less like that, and leave them the hell alone. It's just, let them do what they need to do. Dear God. Okay, we have 436 Terra Steel. We have Elementium and Man of Steel now. Yay. Did I tell you that we have all the Botania medals for chickens now?
Well, I figured from when you said about Terra Steel.
Yeah. Well, I made those last week, but I actually made the Elementium one this week.
What's our current food? I'm running.
What's our what?
Current food supply. I've run out.
We have crap tons
like
of...
the second time ever. It's like, okay.
We have crap tons of wheat down there. You can do toast sandwiches if you want to. Let me think.
Whichever.
We have cakes upstairs. We have tons of cake upstairs. Oh, there is actually
pretty portable, that one.
Yeah, I know, right? Put it down, eat, and leave it there. There's several stacks of baked potatoes up here in the food crate where I am. You want me to bring you some?
Sure, that would be handy.
More stuff to clutter your inventory with.
Well, I'm only need one stack.
I'm giving you 3. I'm kidding. If you only need one stack, you get one stack.
Thank you.
You're gonna take 3 and you're gonna like it. I'll put the other ones back. Whee. Okay. We are approaching the 9:30 mark. I am going to give something away at 9:30. This reminds me. I need to open up a thing. Reference some stuff. In about 13 minutes, I'm going to be giving away a copy of Super Hot. It's actually an awesome little game. How goes it, Pythagoras? Are you doing the seed reprocessing manually or what?
Yeah, at the moment.
Oh,
I got 16 weatherproof glass. We did a whole lot more blocks.
Hey, is this open for a reason, or can I fill it up?
That's gonna have the S-bend.
Down here? Do I need to drop it one further?
No, that's correct. The height is... I mean, it's the likelihood of a big explosion getting out here is not so bad. It just needs to be 1 block thick to make sure.
Right.
The 2's for if the wither clips through the wall and it's not going to be coming through.
No, I mean like this spot down here. Do we need flooring here? Or?
That will be a floor of witherproof blocks.
Oh, okay. Oh, because the blast, yada yada. Okay, I get it. I'm paying attention.
Yeah, the main thing's only double thick because it can like nudge into the wall and shoot stuff further. So it's not going to be going that far through that front wall because it's only down in the corner. So the rest of it can only be 1 block thick.
Wondering if I want to back this line up 1 block and then come down with some stairs. That might be nice. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I am going to need some more blocks, though. Need to go back and get the birch that I put up for some dumb reason. Tech Fusion says, pizza ride. A lot of idiots coming into the room this evening. I heard that there is supposed to be a complete reboot of the Hellboy series. Yeah, I heard it's going to be horrible too, Magic Dad. I heard it's going to be horrible too. Smallville's
Those
Lex.
films were cheesy but brilliant.
You what?
Those films were cheesy but brilliant.
Which ones?
Hellboy.
Oh yeah, I loved the first one and the second one. They were amazing. I really did love what's the guy's name? Ron Perlman. I mean, Ron Perlman is that whole problem of Ron Perlman kind of is Hellboy to me now.
Yep.
But Guillermo del Toro actually wanted to work on the movies, and the first ones did very well, and he did a great version of them. But the studio wants to do a complete reboot and give it a different feel, which automatically means they don't think they can give it the same director as it had before.
Which is a shame, because they were really good. The
Yeah.
weirdness just suited it so well.
So they didn't even call him, and he was kind of upset by that. And I think rightly so, because years ago he told them, you know, look, if there's going to be a third, or if you want to do something different with the franchise, call me. I want to be involved. Ron Perlman was open to calls. He had taken a break from doing it for a while because he was doing Sons of Anarchy, and he doesn't have to sit through painful amounts of makeup on Sons of Anarchy. So, you know, I don't blame him on that one, but when it comes down to it, would you rather have some glowstone blocks up here instead of some light orbs?
Well, I mean, either works, I guess.
I'm just, you know, trying to think of it. Hideousness factor. But yeah, I think it's a bit of a shame that they did not call him. I don't know. It kind of makes me afraid if they want to make it that different. You know, okay, I'm gonna need some more dark oak. I'm gonna go get some.
All right.
It makes me kind of worried about what they're gonna do. Thanks for the follow, crits. I missed somebody a few minutes ago. Sorry about that. That. And let's get that. Probably should be enough. Too much ego going on there. What? They never should have used Doomsday. They didn't really use Doomsday. Batman versus Superman didn't. That's kind of, I think, a misconception. And I'm not saying that this is absolute fact, but I think the concept was that the creature that they called Doomsday in the movie Batman vs. Superman was actually the result of an abomination blending of Kryptonian DNA with non-Kryptonian DNA. Basically, if you try to blend Kryptonian DNA with non-Kryptonian DNA, that's what you get. You get something that looks vaguely, if not exactly like that. And it's some kind of built-in, not a built-in failsafe, but it's some weird thing having to do with the way that Kryptonian DNA interacts with others. And maybe it is a genetic failsafe built into the race. I don't think that was Doomsday per se. They could still bring back a bigger creature that was a more well-engineered and bigger threat, a better engineered version of that later that is the true Doomsday. That is still an option. I do want to see Justice League, the movie. This winter is going to be a major movie watching season for me. Thor Ragnarok, Justice League. I'm not optimistic about Justice League. They had to do reshoots, and then the director had his daughter die, which is very tragic and sad. But when they brought in a sub-director to carry the torch the rest of the way, the first thing that happened was a whole ton of reshoots from stuff in the movie. Supposedly up to 70% of that movie has been reshot in one form or another by now. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm not optimistic on Justice League. I'm expecting bad, hoping good. Hello, Zombie Sniper. What's going on? And hi, Atanji. What's happening? And yes, I actually thought the idea of a new Jumanji movie was going to be pretty horrible, but the way they're doing it, I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, so far it seems that they're putting a lot of thought into it, at least. It looked a bit ridiculous at first, but from what I've been hearing, it seems like it could be a lot better than it first seemed to be. There's still missing blocks in the middle.
Is there?
Yeah, there's 2 missing at the top because it's 18 and I had 16.
Oh, slacker.
Blame the slacking machine.
Well, I'll leave a gap.
I'm just waiting for stacks of essence. It's 4 to a single block, you know.
You poor, poor spider. Okay. Where did that birch go? How did I put birch there? Okay, apparently not. I'm going crazy, eh? Let's get that. I just need to get full stacks of both and keep them on the bar. Whee. I still need to get a name tag back on Beautiful Disaster. Keep forgetting to do that. Maybe I gotta do that while I'm waiting for you to. Actually, in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna do a giveaway. So, meh. But before the giveaway happens, I need to make sure and remind everybody that we use a point system for currency. You can do exclamation point points to ask the bot how many points you have. And standardly, we do about 100 points per ticket, max 4 tickets total. So if there's a game that you really, really want, you can put up to 4 tickets or 400 points into it. You can throw your points at that and have a better chance of getting that game. Or if you just kind of want a passing chance, but you don't want to dump all your points, you just do 100, do 1 ticket. So we will be doing that later. Yeah, if you haven't started watching the channel, if you haven't been around for a while, you're still building up points. Just keep hanging out, keep coming back, and I standardly have been doing giveaways every Tuesdays and Thursdays, as I can afford. So, stay tuned. Yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is still one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's hilarious that Buffy the Vampire Slayer actually has Paul Rubens in it, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman. I just find that hilarious. Seen Force Awakens, the Hobbit trilogy, and Guardians 2 on IMAX. Definitely going for IMAX for Thor 3 and Last Jedi. I like the idea of IMAX. My big problem with it is I always feel like I'm missing something somewhere because it's so big. If that makes any kind of sense. Let's do that there. Can't do one of those there. We're just gonna have to bulk it up. A lot of this glowstone's probably gonna get busted first explosion from the wither, but hey, whatever. Hey, what's going on, Hansi? I saw Batman in IMAX front row. Yes. I saw the first, speaking of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I saw the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in IMAX. And 3 people got sick within the first 5 minutes of the web slinging sequences starting. It's hilarious. I'm talking like motion sick, like throwing up. It was not great. Yeah. Aerodynamic Tribal says, I saw Guardians 2 front row in IMAX. Totally worth my ears ringing afterwards. That's another reason why I don't go. Yeah. Kind of like watching subtitled anime, bobbing your head around. Yeah, Itanchi, that's something I know I'm going to garner a lot of hate for this, but I can't stand subtitled movies or anime. This is going to sound uneducated and birdish, but I watch movies to watch movies, not to read books. I don't mean that to be snarky in the sense of, you know, reading's dumb. It's more of an issue of I have a hard time reading quick enough with the subtitles and keeping up. So it's not a fun experience for me. I've seen plenty of subtitled movies over the years. I just prefer not to see that or subtitled anime. I am one of those heathens that prefer dubbed anime. Oops.
I prefer dubbed because because, you know, if it's an animated thing, I'd like to look at the animation rather than be reading all the text.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Cuts is exactly on point with my perspective. That's why I would rather watch the pretty visuals on the movie than focus on the bottom 3 inches of the screen and read words. It's me. Hey, Grimtides, what's going on? Artibold says, I love underworld type stuff. I like the underworld movies. First one and second one were really good. Third one was eh. Once they started going back and doing the historical stuff, it started to really... They are second guessing and changing their lore after the fact in order to afford them the flexibility of making more movies. And it's not that I necessarily blame them for wanting to do that, but it comes across as being very obvious to a certain extent. There's a lot of Swiss cheese in the lore. I mean, if you look at like Star Wars is a perfect example of this. With Star Wars, there was... I'm actually going to swap to a scam because you're going to do a giveaway. With Star Wars, anyone that says, you know, if... if anybody says that George Lucas had this all pre-planned ahead of time is deluding themselves. George Lucas didn't think the first movie was going to even succeed. So that was one of those things where he wrote in certain things to make a single standalone complete movie. And that's it. He didn't really think it was going to do very well. He didn't think it was going to succeed in the theaters. It was not a known quantity. So there was a lot of, kind of hesitation about planning too far in advance, putting too much lore into it, or putting too many hooks for possible future movies. That wasn't really a common thing then. So, yeah. Also, midichlorians were mentioned in the early drafts for Star Wars, the original movie. So, if you don't like it, it's canon. It's not, you can't just disregard it because it was introduced in the prequels. Technically speaking, he was actually going to put it in the first movie, but he thought it was overkill, and he didn't. So, yeah. Anyway, okay, we are going to be giving away a copy of Super Hot on Steam, or let's specify PC, and let's do Windows. I think it's, I don't know, actually, I'm just going to say Steam. You can check. There's a link to the game if you want to go check. Boop, doot. We are going to be going to give away real quick. Basically, how we do this is there's an exclamation point enter command. There will be a block of text that comes up right as I kick this off. But if you are interested, you can do exclamation point enter for one ticket. Or if you have more than 100 points that you want to put towards this, it's 100 per ticket. You can do exclamation point enter space and then the number up to 4. It will ignore anything higher than 4. So you can throw 4 tickets at this if you really want to. If you've got the points to afford that, or if you want to just sit back and save up, don't put exclamation point enter. Don't join in. No big deal. If you win, it will run for 2 minutes. If you win, you have to do exclamation point claim to claim it. You have like a minute to claim it, or it will redraw for somebody else. So pay attention. Do not hit enter and then go AFK. Now is not the time to do that. So we're going to kick this off right now. I'm going to hit the magic button, and we're going to start. There we go. 2 minutes on the clock for Super Hot Steam Key. Really fun action VR game. It's not, well, there is a VR version of it, but that's the standard Steam version of it. But it's a great action game. It's really interesting. It's got great game mechanics. It's been very popular. Hopefully you'll enjoy it.
It's almost like a kind of shooty puzzle because you have to judge on the time and
everything. Yeah, yes, it is exactly. It's like an FPS FP. It's like a first-person shooting puzzler. It's really bizarre, and I love it. It's one of the reasons why it tickled my fancy is because it uses such different mechanics, and that's one of the things I absolutely love about it. So, yeah. Really fun game. I hope everybody likes it. And ooh, we got some tickets in there already. Giveaway will end in 1 minute. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff about Star Wars that I love. I love the original trilogy. The guy got one movie, he put it out. It was done on a bare budget when he put out the first Star Wars movie. Bare bones budget. And it was done so... There were parts of that movie that were so haphazard and so, oh, we don't think this is going to work, that it really was a situation where he did not think it was going to work. He thought this movie would bankrupt him. Star Wars hit the movie theaters. Massive hit. It was in the theaters by my house way back when it came out in 78 for a year. That movie was in theaters for a year. If you compare that to now, and you have to think about that. 10 seconds. It really is amazing. Here we go. 5, 4, 3. I need to automate this a little bit better and have the cool splash screens. I haven't figured that out yet, though. Berg. Wow. Okay. Berg, exclamation point claim. And I will actually send you the key after the fact via... It is random, but hey, there you go. Congratulations, Mr. Ferg. I greatly appreciate hanging out so much. And generally being cool about things. I did see some folks that tossed some tickets into that equation. And never fear, there will be more giveaways of that type coming out soon, hopefully. But yeah, I basically do giveaways every Tuesdays and Thursdays on Minecraft nights. Come back, stay tuned. Hashtag rigged, yeah. So yeah, GG Squirrel. Exactly. So what do we have? Mr. Cuts. Is this our S-Pen?
You can put some wood in these 4 at the side here.
Those?
But the other ones are going to be filled in.
Did you fill this in yet? You did fill this in. Yay. I'm taking a plonk like that. Okay, so now this is our S-bend. And if we wanted to, we could, get our weapon out and whack and back up a little bit and whack and back up a little bit. It's actually pretty well lit in here, given the fact that it's a black box. That glass at the top is a good idea. So yeah. Cool.
I think I might have timed out.
Oop, so did I. I think the server fell over. Ooh, timed out. Give me just a minute here, folks. Let's see what's going on. I need to go look at the server and see if we need to reboot it really quick.
Well, it says we're still on, so I guess it's stuck in a loop.
Yeah. This has been a problem that's been happening. Actually, might be an Atlas problem. I'm having trouble getting into the control console. Okay. I'm gonna let that sit over here for a second and see what's going on. Ever tripped and fell down? That's a good assessment of things. Go home, server, you're drunk. Atlas has done that to me once in a blue moon. Watchdog Vagram stalled for 3,000 milliseconds. I did not. I'm still here. But yeah, Grimtide says, Mod Spawner, it is a wither box. Yes. Okay, let me try this one more time. Because I can't even get Akla's control panel to come up. Okay, website's coming up, their main website. Here's a dumb question. Can I get other websites? I can. Okay. By the way, we passed 2,400 downloads for Coop Life. Yay. Okay. Backless full down, go boom. Well, things just got really boring here on the server. We can't, I mean, on the stream, we can't get onto the server now. Yay. Can you get into the control panel, Preach? Because I can't. I'm trying to bring it up. If you can bring it up, then yeah, restart it. But I can't even get the control panel to come up. So yeah. And it's still hung if it is actually still out there somewhere. Looks like Mr. Bones fell over. He does. He falls over quite a bit. Oop. How does one become a pro viewer? That is a mixer level thing. Pro viewers basically, there's different ways you can earn it, but I think for the most part, you are paying to not see ads on the platform. There's a certain like premium that you're paying per month, I think, or you pay it once per year. I'm not sure.
I got a year of it from when Beam became Mixer. So.
Yes, yeah. If you had an account before on Beam, they give you a year of it automatically for free. They'll also, I think, give you a year of it when you hit like level. They have a leveling system. When you hit level 50, they'll give you like some free months of it when you hit level 40 or level 50, something like that. I'm like level 63 or something now. I don't know.
Currently level 90.
90? Actually, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That doesn't
I've been watching T-Love since like back in the beta days.
Yeah, I was about to say. That's probably where you got all your points, was watching T-Love for so long. So yeah, that doesn't shock me, actually. I'm 68. Whatever that means. Okay, I guess we are hanging out here. Odd, I got in, saw what the issue was, waited for confirmation to restart, and then the page did not respond. So yeah, I think Aklas is having some kind of a falling out. Okay. Let me go back down here. Doing some maintenance on the machine that you're on, and it froze for some reason. It shouldn't have. Looking into it. Thank you. We can't even bring up the control panel either. Yeah. So, we can take this chance to sit down and talk about things. There's been a lot going on for me behind the scenes that probably quite a few of you don't know about. Some of you might not even care about. But I do. Basically, YouTube, things have been changing on YouTube. I'm primarily a YouTuber, or at least I considered myself primarily a YouTuber, not a live streamer. But things have really been changing for the worse on YouTube. The platform is so complicated in terms of their algorithm and how they choose what good videos are and how to recommend videos, that there's lots of channels that should be getting recommendations for specific games or specific subjects, and they're not for whatever weird reason. There's massive problems with ads and monetization. There's massive problems with content ID and getting copyright claims invalidly on the platform. It's getting harder to make a living as a YouTuber, even a small-time YouTuber, to eke out any kind of a living. So I've had to reassess what kind of a content creator I am. And there is a distinct possibility. I will never completely drop YouTube, but there's a distinct possibility I'm going to have to drop back severely the number of videos I'm doing on YouTube normally and start doing more live streaming stuff. Don't know. Still thinking about it. Still figuring it out. Tech support is actually useful. Yeah, Laureld, which is one of the people that run Aklas, is looking into things. So hopefully we will get something back here soon. I do apologize for things stalling out. But anyway, do expect some changes coming. I might have to start shuffling up what kind of content I do make. I might do less non-Minecraft stuff and more Minecraft videos when I'm posting a video onto the channel. I'm probably going to start branching out into more vanilla stuff and doing some vanilla building. Because really, that's getting down to back to my roots, and that's where I came from. When it comes down to it, the way that I play Minecraft, yes, I love mods. Yes, I love all the things you can do with mods. But everything that I like is still layered on top of that fundamental foundation of being a vanilla builder. I'm still in the habit of placing blocks by hand and not using a builder's wand because that's how I got started. And that's just the ingrained building style, the interaction style that I actually use. So I will never get far away from that. And I think maybe I need to start returning to that on YouTube. I might start doing live streams instead of putting up series of non-Minecraft stuff on the channel. I might just start doing those non-Minecraft games as live streams and reposting it later on the channel. You know, we'll see. Oh my gosh. Berg says, well, today I made my wife's day. Found Garbage Pail Kids vinyl figurines. That's a thing? That's horrifying. Night Bart says, where's the God Fairy tonight? She's out working. Sorry. Mallrat says, yeah, besides the builder's wand is only useful if you're making cubes or straight lines. Yeah. It's not great for good builds, for round builds. But I actually do agree with that, Mallrat. I think that, you know, if you're doing a big surface or pulling a wall, sure, it can be great. But a lot of the more complex and more interesting builds that I've done have not been square boxes. And the builder's wands get circumstantially useful. Now, I will admit, the swapping wand spoils me. I'll call that one. So, yeah. Let's see. I do believe the server is restarting. Maybe? Nope. Wow, that really fell over and went boom. Before I forget, over here. I'm going to do that. Okay. This is frightfully boring. So yeah, I don't know. Expect some kind of changes. Oh, speak of the devil, and she shall appear.
I am not sick. At some point.
Yeah. The wife is here. Server fell down and went boom.
I had
Ooh.
good money.
Oh, yeah.
And
Idiot.
I mean almost bad.
Idiots on the road tonight.
2 and 2. Same guy, same chick, within 5 minutes.
Oh. Okay. Well.
I'm
yeah.
the last one.
Okay. I will probably have to finish this up here in just a minute, if you will. Give me a minute. I missed the build guide that let you do spheres and the like. I'm bad at doing them from scratch. I agree with you, Shadow Wolf. The build guide from Open Blocks and a couple other mods in there. I mean, a couple other blocks in that mod. I really do miss. It was really cool. So we're starting now, is it? Oh yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah. Okay. It looks like it is booting back up. Let's see if we can log back in. This up. Doing something. We'll give it a minute or two more. There is a link permit. Wishes they could drop an image or link. I'm going to be very, very cranky if it's something stupid, Tech Fusion. Also, you do have 30 seconds. You might want to hurry up. Okay, it's up. I'm getting
like how as I query it, it's getting progressively more alive. Like for a while there, it was registering as a vanilla server. Now it's a forge server, but it doesn't know how many people are available on it.
Well, I'm getting a number 0 out of 22.
Oh, there you go. It's up and running.
You want to try and step on first and see what happens?
Doing already.
Okay. Lost your shot, Tech Fusion. Maybe later. Took too long. No more permit for you. Exactly. I see a...
Okay.
That's...
I'm at spawn and have no items. And no morphs or anything.
Hang on a sec. I need to go check the server real quick. Actually... Jam the torpedoes. Let's see what we see.
We're here too.
This is...
Well, the stuff's still here. So, apparently we've lost our player data.
Yep. Yeah, my ender chest, all sorts of stuff. I don't know how far back this got rolled.
All right.
At the moment, this looks like the entire player.dat files are gone.
Okay. Look, I give you nothing. Hooray! Okay, so this is actually the end of the road for this evening. We're going to take a look at this and investigate. We run backups. I'm not worried. We'll get it straightened out. Actually, no, this is bad. There should be a hut right here.
Oh god, how far back have we gone?
Well, I mean, Rownick's base is right over there, so not too far. But, I mean, there should be a spawn hut that we did first day right here.
No, there's the hut's here.
Where?
It,
Is it way back there? I thought we did
yeah,
it
the hut
farther
with
north.
the stone and stuff.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah, that's the spawn hut. I'm like, oh, God. Yeah, okay. See, the room, yay. But our player.dat files at least. Rownick's base is over here. So, I mean, I know that's something.
I saw all like the... Yeah.
I'm curious if I can teleport to Coop Street. Okay. I'm here. Beautiful design. No, here he is. Okay, the horse is here. The unnamed horse. I have no morphs. And there is a key. Hang on a sec. Do I need to give you creative?
I grabbed a warp stone from the box.
Oh, cheater. Do that. Okay, this is one thing. Do that. Morph. There we go. I'm a chicken. I can now go down here. Low fall. Okay, the box is here. Yeah, I mean, it looked like all our progress saved.
You just nuked our player data.
Yeah, I just nuked our player. Okay, well, we can fix that. I'm going to worry about it later, though. We're actually going to spin this in the stream slightly prematurely here because reasons. And I will catch you one of folks later. First things first, don't forget, go to youtube.com/VegumsChance. Please make sure you are subscribed because YouTube is goofy. Also, make sure you click the little bell. You can get email notifications right next to the subscribe button, so you can get email notifications on new videos. All my live streams, if you missed them, they get reposted within the next day to the actual channel, so you can rewatch them again if you want to. What? Oh yes, and that is a new word to remove from the filter. Thank you, Tech Fusion. I will make sure and take care of that. I'm going to cut things off here. Thank you very much, everybody. We have a server to debug, and I'm going to go talk to my wife. Thank you very much for hanging out, and I will catch you later. Bye.